That sets you back. Belt works in the bag? That is not true, man. That is not, that is not true. That is a damn lie. You know how this is like when people come up with their own custom cards for Slay the Spire and then they post them on the Slay the Spire subreddit and they're like, I'm worried this will be a little overpowered. And it's like 0 energy, does 100 damage. If you've played a previous attack this turn, refund 3 energy. And they're like it's a rare. It's gotta be dog. Yeah, it's a little OP, but it's a rare, man. Okay, free item. Dude, piggles! Piggles! When you win a fight, get a piggle! And then you sell the piggle. Oh. Buddy, all you have are small items. Always bananable? We don't do always here, okay? Isn't that a brand of sanitary pad? We don't do that. Well, if you have to do that here, that's fine. It's not my tempo, personally. I prefer to use tampons. Is there no fast forward? How about we'll just come up with a new game? The new game is called Dice. A 6 wins, anything under a 6 loses. You just roll it, and whatever you get, you get.
But not against me.
It's the fastest game of all time. You can literally play in a single millisecond. Wait, he's kind of cooking. Small heal item. I mean, I'm going money mode. The bird is actually a great item as well. Non-weapon items? Please, man, please. Oh my god, it's the greatest shop of all time. It's the greatest shop of all time, man. So you buy this, you get 1 extra income. You buy this, you get spare change every day. I wouldn't mind getting the fixer-upper, but I'm not really willing to sell the piggles and the Ujiwali bird to get it. So I'm just going to stick with what we got for now. I don't know about day 1, but we got a great engine for the future. Sell ATM? No, bro, because if you get another ATM, you get 2 income instead of 1. The crit chance, man. The 1% crit chance. It's gonna save us. Just hold. I think we're probably cooked. Crit. 3 crits in a row. Plus it's a property for level up. Oh, so true. Silver Catapult's busted. That's why I honestly feel like people are sleeping on Vanessa, man. Heal and regeneration items gaining. Give me an income. Expand my board. Upgrade my leftmost bronze tier. I mean, we could get better spare change, or we could get a better bird. I mean, you're a property, so I think you go better spare change and start to think about the future. Well, economy item could be good too. But it's really early. I'm going better spare change. Yeah, you don't do anything. I wish this game made sense to me. I have faith in you. Can I ask you something about the Game Awards? Kate was watching a streamer react to the Game Awards last night. How many years are they going to have that 10-minute block in the middle of the awards where they just glaze League of Legends? The game's been out for 16 years. I'm not trying to be rude. Everybody knows, like, it's addictive, okay? That's fine. It's maybe even good, even though everyone who plays it grows to hate it. They're like, competitive game of the year. Wana, League of Legends. Wana. The winner is League of Legends. Esports player of the year. Murky. Besmircher. Faker. Faker wins. Best esports team of the year. Dota team. Counter-Strike team. T1. T1 wins again. It's like, what is it there for, man? That's what an award ceremony is. At the Oscars, they don't have like fucking highest grossing movie rental because they want to be taken seriously as they're providing accolades to art, man. There was, The Dark Knight won again. The Dark Knight is the People's Choice Oscar winner for 2009 to 2024. It's an ad show? Are you crazy? I just walked over here.
I'm pretty late.
Hang on, I gotta think about this. Silk is goated with what we're cooking up.
Oh, delivery's free.
You only work when we sell small items. So otherwise I'm going to roll. Now this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm fucking talking about, people. You buy it. I almost sold it to yourself. Sell it.
And I'll trot it to you.
Sell it. Sell it. Sell it. Buy it.
Oh, I think you're really gonna
Sell it.
enjoy that.
Sell it. Sell it. And you're already worth more, in my opinion. We could certainly take a covetous thief. Absolutely. It's not even up for discussion whether or not we could take a covetous thief.
Fresh roadkill.
Are you going to play Night Rain? You mean the game that doesn't exist yet? I'm sorry, I'm being condescending. The answer is I don't know, because I don't know it's good, ass. If it looks like something I'm into, whether or not it'll ever come out. Maybe an asteroid will hit the Earth before it actually releases. Played RoboQuest? Is that arcade game from 1982? That's not it. I get RoboQuest confused with Robotron. Oh, the safe, man. And little piggies, too. Oh, toughness and shield items. Get a small tool. Abandon runes in the jungle. Very unlikely we level up. Go ahead and give me... Oh, I would really love to get that silk, but go ahead and give me a small tool. Oh, it's the best thing we could ever ask for, man. You sell it. You get a little buff. Not on you, though, but then a little buff on both of you. Weapons. Weapons. Got a dog. A dog would hit the spot. Man, anything that costs 2, it's on site.
I prefer action.
Enormous. And I do like a Jabalian longbow as well. Basically, any item that has Jabalian in it, I'm tempted to give it a chance. Early Dueler. Okay. Could lose. I still think we got a good setup.
You do see these tusks.
Sad to see the defect isn't playable in Slay the Spire 2. It's not out yet. I don't know. There's no way for me to know, man. I trust, like Mega Crit did it once. I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt that they know more than me when it comes to how to make a good Slay the Spire game. So I'm gonna let them do it. I trust them as much as I trust any game developer, basically. This one stings. That stings, but we'll get there.
I can see you're going.
What if it sucks, man? If you're, you know what? Let the gamers have it. I'm just gonna say, let the gamers have it. We have to be ready to be angry. I know you're being facetious a little bit. I gotta focus on this shit. I mean this genuinely with no disrespect, genuinely with 0% disrespect. But you gotta stop asking me about stuff I obviously don't care about and then getting mad when I say I don't care. Like, why are we doing this to ourselves over and over and over, the Ouroboros? I really don't care about any game trailer that I've ever seen. So I'm not gonna like jump to conclusions and be like, this looks like shit, this looks awesome, I can't wait for that. I can easily wait for it. I got other stuff going on. We don't need to subject ourselves necessarily to the marketing machine, you know? I'm upgrading Silk, we could get income, but upgrading a scaler is like, it's just Slay the Spire 101, brother. It's Slay the Spire 101. Get this shit out of my inventory for a second. We got bills to pay. Because Gumballs with scalers goes crazy. Be simp on my son till I marge. What do you think about that, Chiblee? This sounds like a Chiblee statement. Chiblee was saying some wild stuff yesterday. I'm trying to remember what it was. Rogue Scrapper has junk, which is exactly what we want. It sounds like him. He was going off on something. I can't remember what he was talking about. I need to restart the game. Was it DoorDash and coffee? No, I think he stopped talking about that because I went in too hard.
I've come too far to let you stop me.
But also good. I'm of two minds about it. Yeah, he was DoorDashing coffee, but like, I think he only did it for 2 days. I did not submit for the Chib Nation census. And the reason I didn't is so I could use it as a threat. I kept typing in his chat. I kept saying stuff like, play the Bazaar or I'm going to fill out your census as a straight white male in his 30s. I really thought like he would bow to my demands, but he held his frame. I got to give him some respect for that. I was going to fuck his numbers all up by telling the truth about myself.
You've just taken the first step toward good. Remember, diamonds come in small boxes.
Why would you lie? Dio Guiga, it's not lying. I'm white, okay? People find it hard to believe, but it's true. I don't really want 2 piggles. Well, because piggles, they sell for 0, right? I think I might sell this and then buy the piggles again. Even silver piggles sell for 0.
Whoever said
I'm gonna sell buy.
class had neither. You're a smart one for your size.
You have kind of a Lebanese vibe to you? Purely by accident, I think, to be honest with you.
Big for you to steal.
He did go off on not being paid to play Marvels. Marvel Rivals? Yeah. I think he was perhaps justifiably mad because he wants to play with his friends, and his perception is that his friends will... I'm gonna lose to the poison. That stings, man. His perception is that his friends will only play if they're sponsored, because Justin did like a bounty for it, and as soon as the bounty was over, he was like, I'm not... I think I'm done with this for now. I'd really like to upgrade my dog. I think if anything... I'll take some sharpening, so we could use some damage. Marvel Rivals is a good game. If you like hero shooters, it's genuinely good. The thing is, as a 36-year-old man, it becomes really hard to play it when there's just so much information on the screen. And that is true for like any hero shooter. Like when I was like 27, I'm like, yeah, 6 heroes per side, 6 other heroes. They all link up with each other in different ways. There's the moving parts on the map. There's different objectives, and then there's team-ups. And then, like, now, at 36, I drop into the hero shooter, and, like, there's 1,000 different data points coming at you every second that need to be synthesized, and I'm just like, I don't know if my brain can handle this, man. Work on the docks. Give me a shield item. That's okay. Get out of my face. This small tool already got you covered on that one, little bro. How about medium items? We could use something that fills up our board. See, this is why we kept you around. Yeah, I will. I will. I want to push you down. I will. Well, I will. It's not really that good as an item, but it's nice to have the income. You are 60 damage every 8 seconds. You scale nice. You know what? You're part of like a medium build that we could get going if we get a crook.
But people thought it was weird.
Regal Blade. Bronze Regal Blade. I bite my thumb at thee. I bite my thumb and at thee, sir. On that one, I'm afraid to say. Let's keep it simple, stupid.
Some people just need a good whack.
I showed my dad the clip of you explaining that you're 10% gay and he didn't get it. There's some entertainment choices that are not meant to cross the generational gap.
You're good.
Unforced error. That's a great way to describe that. I think this haze potion is kind of gas, by the way, but I think that's a great way to describe it. I'm sorry, I shouldn't be telling this story because it's not my story. It's my friend's story. I remember in the 12th grade, like my friend came out to me, but he didn't come out as being, you know, LGBTQ plus. He came out as being into S&M. And I was like, I literally don't think of you differently, man. But like, why are you telling me this? And he was like, I just thought I had to get it off my chest. And he wasn't into me. Like, it wasn't one of those things where he was pitching me. He was just like, I have to let you know because you're my friend. So then I told him, like, I don't really see how that's relevant, but like, I'm not judging you. And then he, like, a week later, he was like, I'm going to tell my parents. And I was like, you should not tell your parents, man. There is no good that can come of this. And then he told his parents and they sent his ass to therapy because he was into BDSM. And not even, he was just into the idea of it. Later, he went into the practice of it, but he was just into the concept at that point. And I was like, then he told me, he was like, my parents are making me go to therapy for the BDSM stuff. And I was like, I told you, man. I told you this was what was going to happen. Your shield items have +1 shield for every 4 gold you have. Well. Least mode, I'm afraid. It's a hilarious bit. I just kept telling him, like, you don't need to tell. And then one day, he's a funny guy, but one day, this is like years later, at least 2 or 3 years later. So he went out of province for university. And it was Christmas break, and he messaged me on, like, Facebook Messenger and was like, hey, you have, like, a house in the city, right? Like, where you and your roommates live for university? And I was like, yeah, why? And he said, I'm hosting a get-together. Would it be possible for us to borrow it? And I just had to look him, I mean, it was digital, so I guess I didn't look him straight in the eye, but I was like, man, I can't, like, I got 6 other roommates. I can't just be giving my house for like some kind of orgy or group sex gangbang type thing. Like I gotta clear it with 6 other people. I'm just not willing to ask, man. I'm sorry. And he was like a little put out. Like he was, I don't know if I'd say upset. That's probably going a step too far. But he was like, he resented it for sure. He was like, this is like our only option. And I was like, I just can't make that happen, man. I'm sorry. Give me this income. The buying and selling has begun. What do you mean his only option? Well, I mean, it was probably like that or his parents' house, you know? Like, it was probably the smoothest option, at least. You still talk to him? Not for a long time. But that's just because, like, I think everybody I went to high school with that I didn't have, like, a direct, like, contact for, we all fell out thanks to Cambridge Analytica. Everyone that I respected but didn't talk to that much that I had on Facebook and went to high school with, around 2016 to 2018, they all deleted their Facebook accounts, myself included. I don't know. I mean, the Jubelian longbow can do some work for us, but I just feel like you gotta buff your dog, man. If we fight the Zookeeper, maybe we'll regret that, but damage is damage. I never know whether we can take out the mod squad, man. The mod squad is easy, right? Give it a try. Facebook sucks, but Marketplace rocks. That's the one thing, if I missed anything about Facebook, it would be Facebook Marketplace. Corey's always talking about Facebook Marketplace. And so is my mom. My mom talks about Facebook Marketplace all the time. You have Kijiji? Yeah, but I don't know. I guess I just like to browse. I don't want to buy anything or sell anything. Haste Potion is being very helpful. Crypto! He's pogging. Streamer pogs for crypto. I mean, we got enough income, man. We might be all in on this son of a gun right here. Your mom's probably the Wolf of Wall Street on Facebook Marketplace. She tells me stories for sure.
Food is life. Our bodies are just containers for it.
Hang on, I don't know why I got distracted there for a second. 7 gold. I'm going chocolate bars and gumballs, man. I like to eat apples and bananas, bro. We are not the same. I like to oat opals and fucking bananos or whatever he says.
Are you sure?
This build is low-key ass. It's not low-key ass. It's low-key mediocre. It needs if the dog gets to gold and then diamond as soon as possible, it can go off. But it has taken a while to get there. Yeah, we need to restart desperately.
Next time, boys. Less blood.
Did you see that only 60% of Chip's viewers have a driver's license? What does it say about... this is a touchy subject. I was going to say, what does it say about my faith in Twitch viewership that I saw that 60% of Chip's viewers can drive? And I was like, damn, that's way higher than I expected. But I didn't want to say it with that exact parlance because I know being a driver makes you a better person. This is your brain on cars. Just one more lane, dude. Just one more lane. Crypto's at 10. Bro, it goes 0 to 20, man. It goes 0 to 20. It's a gold boy, right? You are right. My car also goes 0 to 20. Bro's got a Cybertruck. I love his straw man hallucinating. It's not hallucinating. It's an apparition. That's not a hallucination. An apparition is something you actually see that is incorporeal. It's an apparition based on consuming so many lines of like asymmetric, combative, millennial and Gen Z discourse online. Like, in a way, I kind of respect the boomers because the boomers will just tell you they hate you. But then Gen Z, they like you, but then they phrase it like you're a bad person when they criticize you. Not you thinking that having a driver's license makes you a better person or something like that. And then I'm like, damn, you're not fucking with me? And they're like, no, you were top of my Twitch recap. Gen Z's trying to cancel who? Useless. Very useful. Very useful. You could just be you could just be over there for good. Gen Z boss and a mini. Yerp.
I buy.
Yerp. I know that's right. A golden ATM. Oh, my income.
I'll be the buyer.
When you level up, get a spare change. When you get a spare change, you get a script. When you scram, and you get the. Okay, you know what? I would sell that. Just a question of how much inventory space. I mean, a spare change is pretty good if we got the inventory space. Lich freezes your shit. I'm just unwilling. I feel like Dire Inglet gives you the small items we need to scale. This is looking more like it, man.
Believe you'll win, and you'll win.
Hang on, I gotta read this.
Not against
Why can't I
me.
find the comment that starts with 6'1" bisexual? I'm scrolling, man. I'm scrolling. 6'1" bisexual chip chatters that can drive and would not eat a poop sandwich represent. I know that's right, man. Although I don't know, maybe I'm glad I didn't do the survey because I had to think. It was like, would you eat a poop sandwich for $1 million? I feel like I'm one of the few people on the planet that can actually come at that from like an informed position. Because I have had salmonella and campylobacter and norovirus 2 times. I would probably still eat a poop sandwich for $1 million. I would almost certainly get sick, but I would also, I mean, I would get some antibiotics, hopefully real quick, and then you're up $1 million, man. Probably. I mean, I feel like
I've got 4 legs because I carry it.
you got kids though. Yeah, but like people, the same way that like bad actors say like I don't own a house, I have a mortgage. That's like people always use the like I have kids defense. Like I don't need to eat a poop sandwich. Like I'm not in that kind of position. She's still got food on the table and you know like clean clothes and stuff. But I mean, I just feel like the value proposition is like pretty good. $1 million. Yeah, I got sick for free already. Entire sandwich? It would suck, by the way. I also, and people were telling Chibley that he's stupid, but I thought he was cooking, where he was like, they've done spicy food, like there's the 1 chip challenge, the this will light your butthole on fire if you eat it, the nuclear bomb hot sauce and stuff like that. Companies need to start making food challenges where the food just tastes fucking disgusting instead. I think that would be hilarious, man. Like he was talking about if Pepsi made a Pepsi that tasted like shit. Like literally like feces. And then people would film themselves doing like the Poopsie challenge. And I was like, this guy's onto something, man. I'm not saying it would be the best selling soda in the world, but I think it might justify like the R&D. We got lots of money. We should buy,
Sight
sell.
pollutes the brain. Mind is. I think that suits you beautifully.
It's a Nathan Fielder bit.
Tell everyone you got.
Yeah, he brought that up as well. But Oreo Coke? Ricky, are you here? I feel like the Oreo Coke has been catching some strays. It doesn't taste like cookies. It tastes like vanilla Coke. Upgrader dog! All right, you Jabalian motherfucker. It's disgusting. It just tastes like syrup. Brother, what do you think it's made of? It tastes like what it is. That's a compliment.
My people believe in peace. Boring.
Oh shit, that's a good build, man. Is it? It's pretty good. I don't know, maybe we rinse him, actually. Or maybe we get our ass beat? Jabale me?
Next time,
Yes!
what I learned from this. Oh, you've got potential.
Thank you, Silk.
I bet I'll see you again.
Imagine if we got a diamond Silk. You know what I'm talking about? Least subtle dog whistler of all time.
I got everything you need.
man.
Just a matter of finding.
Well, you don't even have to be on the board anymore, man. You don't have to be on the board.
Circuits to see that find a home.
Well, you have to be on the board. You don't have to be on the board. You have to be on the board. $55 fucking gold, man.
That's been sitting there.
It would be
20
stupid not to
years.
give it a chance. And then this guy's not even a weapon, which makes no sense.
Well, you're doing your part to clean up the bazaar.
Longbow isn't great. I mean, I know where this run goes. I know what I want from this run.
That's a bargain.
We can keep the Jabalian longbow. We can keep the silk. We replace you with a crook, and then you two with an atlatl. And it's like, I mean, it's not very original, but it is the moon. Temporary shelter is too little, too late for a fella like me.
Reuse everything. Warms my rusty circuits to see that find a home.
You don't really need large items. It's kind of the, you know what? You're pissing me off. Yeah, I would eat a poop sandwich for $1 million. Then people always come in with the dumbest question of all time. $1 million American? Well, if you're putting it up, brother, I'll take $1 million fucking New Zealand, Australia, Canada. There might be some currencies I'd have to go to xe.com and check, okay? But 500,000? I'd have to think about that one. Because we anchored at $1 million. So now pulling it back to 500,000, it doesn't feel good. If you had launched with 500,000, I probably would have given it more thought. But now in my head, I have the alternative of $1 million. So I'm like, how about 1 million yen? That's even better, bro, because I could spend it in Japan.
It's all about
I wanted to go to the Thieves Guild.
know what you're fighting for.
Can you run an anchor here? 12-second cooldown. Would charge real quick. I mean, you'd have to dump this. You go every 6 seconds. You go every 5 seconds. Gains haste for 2 seconds. Like, it's possible, man. It actually, you're probably right. It clears the shit out of the bow. And then you just pop it right there. And it might do something, man. Three spare change, temporary boost, or tools. I'm gonna take a bird in the hand, man. We should get some skills. I always do this. I wait too long for skills, then I have no skills. You're not even selling skills, man.
I'm a people person, and sometimes I sell stuff.
Might as well.
That's quality.
Happy to make a sale.
What
Sad to
bread?
say goodbye.
I mean, if I'm having a poop sandwich, I'm choosing the bread. But then again, if you're giving me $1 million for it, maybe you can choose the bread. Maybe I decide. Maybe I don't care. I'll eat that shit on a fucking gluten-free bun or something. That's fine with me. I'll debase myself a little bit. See, come on, crook. That's not a crook. That's a bronze kukri.
Out for you.
Day 7 bronze kukri.
Are you sure? Noticed I'm huge?
My fight isn't with you, but if you insist.
Triple haste potion is fucking crazy, dude. Not to mention the Friesler. Oh, you're
Next
cooked.
time,
They
boys,
didn't have any
less
losses. This
plunder,
bodes very well
more
for us.
plunder.
You can learn.
By the way, TikTok's not sending their best, okay? I went pseudo viral on TikTok for saying that breads beat wraps. And I'll spare you the rigmarole, okay? The gist of it was essentially, when you have leftover bread, there's more ways to eat it that are delicious than leftover quesadillas. Or sorry, I've unburied the lead. Than leftover wraps. Like eating a piece of bread, continental, refined. Eating a wrap with nothing on it, disgusting. Like just shoving coal into the furnace to keep your body going for the day, right? Somebody replied, they got one of the top comments that said, this guy's never heard of quesadillas. Are you fucking stupid? First off, quesadillas are made with tortillas, not wraps, and there is a difference, okay? If I had made that mistake, people would be like, oh, he's dude thinks ketchup is spicy, thinks wraps and tortillas are the same thing. The mantle of fame, it cuts deep, brother. It cuts deep. Secondly, you need a second ingredient. You need cheese to make the quesadilla. Then you get caught in the spin cycle, idiot. Now you got the wrap out there. You're putting cheese on it. Now I made a quesadilla. Oh, but now I got all this leftover shredded cheese, but I don't have any wraps. Now you go back to the store. You buy wraps. Then you finish all the cheese, and you got leftover wraps. Now you got to go buy cheese. Not to mention, cheese is expensive. And bread is usually cheap. It depends what you're rocking with, but... Now you're in the spin cycle. Now for like 3 years, you're in this like, well, I got half the cheese left and no wraps. I got half the wraps left and no cheese. You could use the cheese for something else. Oh, here we go. You want to have one quesadilla once, all of a sudden you got to do a 10-day amortization to get the shredded cheese out of your fridge guilt-free. Get a hobby, man. Psychotic. Skills? Sure, but property, man. But you're probably right.
Goes beyond what we call
Use a tool. Heal 10.
and what
When you crit, your heal items gain 10. Your heal items have 18 heal. First time you use a large item, that's not going to happen. We don't even like heal items, man. We literally don't care about you. We don't have any tools. What is this trash, man? I mean, you do something for us for a second.
wants to heal. It just needs your permission.
Sorry, Jabalian. This guy doesn't have tortilla chips in his cupboard. You're literally, like, you're releasing the fucking ants to kill the beetles. And then you're releasing, like, ferrets to kill the ants. And then you're releasing crocodiles to kill the ferrets. And now you're like, shit, what do I release to kill the crocodiles? All because you couldn't compost 2 fucking wraps without feeling a pang of guilt. Nobody's judging you, man, except yourself. Put the 2 wraps in the compost. Then you got tortilla chips in the fridge. You got tortilla chips in the pantry, cheese in the fridge. But you can't have nachos unless you got salsa too. Now you got half a jar of salsa in there. Now, but you can use salsa on omelets. Now you got 4 eggs out of a dozen sitting in your fridge, and then don't like you can't have the omelets without having some spinach. And now you got a little watery spinach container in your crisper. Like, it's out of control, man. Bad faith argument, but entertaining. I can live with that. I can live with that for sure. I can take that. Easiest choice of my life. Even more income to go even further beyond. That's why I only eat rotisserie chickens. It helps, man. People don't want to admit it, but it helps.
Come on in.
I'm not advocating for DoorDash. I'm advocating for... Listen, if you buy 12 wraps and you have 6 remaining, you gotta eat them. You gotta find a way to eat them. If you bought 12 wraps and you have 2 wraps left, I would rather put them in the compost instead of trying to create a perfect meal that has not gonna happen. Now, we're not doing snow globe here. I think snow globe, it just doesn't fit. However, a golden Jabalian longbow. For a second, we put it in the bag.
You're busy. Enjoy your purchase. So, how about this?
Just make a quesadilla.
Oh, you're leaving.
You will never be free from arguing on the internet. Your behavior has proven that for me. You don't have to be out here. But you do charge this guy up faster. But you got the ×2 to ×3 multicast. I'm willing to give this a try for a second. Let's see how it goes. But food waste? I'm not going to get triggered by DL Guiga. I know I trust DL Guiga for 2 things.
I'm a bit of a legend on
The time value calculation of money when you're buying something at the store that costs $30. And also corporate fashion. And I mean that as a compliment, not as an insult. Because the Patagonia quarter zip was a great pull. Don't die. Hold. Just hold just a little longer, just until the doggy goes.
You should put it toward nobler use.
No hard feelings.
And X look up. cell functions. Exactly. Give me 2 experience, man. We're scaling our max health. I think you actually suck ass. I should never have gone to you. You might fucking slay, dude. The Lion's Cane! The Diamond Lion's Cane! Whenever you level up, gain 200 max health. I mean, like, this clears the... It clears the longbow and it clears the anchor. The only question is, do we run it instead of you? No, we need... The haste potion's gonna go nutty with this. 20%. So imagine our average enemy's gonna have about 2200 HP. This will do like 240. No, this will do like 400 damage. And this does 300 damage every 8 seconds. I think you go better the longer time goes. I'm a spiky shield hater. I hate to say it. Because it's feast or famine. There are times where you're like, oh, my run is amazing, and then you just fight someone who nukes your shield down exactly when you use your spiked shield, and you're like, ah, fuck. Do we rinse you? We must rinse you. Certainly rinsed. Can we pit 2 bad bitches against each other, go rice or potatoes? Guy who owns a Greek restaurant? I disagree with the premise of the question. You can have both. And that's why I eat at a lot of Greek restaurants. I'm not even joking. And they give you the bread, man! They know what they're doing. I'll take the free health upgrade. I'm definitely carbo maxing, for sure. For sure, for sure.
With a good enough defense.
No, I'm not lining up for Stephos. That's crazy. You won't catch me in the West End. When you crit, your shield items gain 10 shield. Shield items have +6 shield. Your medium shield items have +6 shield. When you use a weapon, your shield items gain 3 shield. Fuck you. I'm taking the one that's cheap.
Here's you. Shield goes in the middle. Simple, right?
City dwellers be like, I never go to the West End. People who live in a town with 100 other people where their neighbor lives like 6 miles away be like, those city folk don't know what the regular person is like. Am I right, fellow city dwellers? You know what I'm talking about? Honestly, I mean, the piggies have done well. I'll settle for 4 chocolate bars. Why not? Guy who sees 400 cows and no human beings. Those people who encounter 100 individuals a day just on the walk to the coffee shop don't know what the average American is like. City lads make do? Yeah, damn true, man. Damn true. Sell the ATM? No, because if I get a fucking... another silver ATM, then I go up to 3 income, bro. The Gorgon Noble is not going to save you, my brother. The Gorgon Noble is not going to save you. I had dinner with her last night.
That was invigorating.
The girl who showed her dad the 10% gay clip also thinks Borat is funny. Can you explain it to me? Borat is funny when you don't have a bitch in your ear telling you Sacha Baron Cohen is not a nice person. Borat's funny, man. Borat's funny. House of Cards Season 1 is really good. I'm trying, what else have we got going on here? Call Me By Your Name. Army Hammer was really good in Call Me By Your Name, okay? They did bad things, but the art that they made is still good. It's disingenuous to say that the art is bad because the person who made it is bad. Now, nowadays, we're not fucking with Army Hammer unless we're like going to the Four Seasons Bermuda or wherever he's plying his trade now. Borat was the unfunny thing. Okay, if you're Kazakhstani and you have a genuine bone to pick with Borat, I totally get that. But you motherfuckers also watch South Park and... This is not the guy I wanted to fight. You laugh at Terrence and Phillip, and that shit is like deeply offensive to my culture. My dog! My fucking silk! Just get him, just get him, just get him with one more real quick. Oh, don't break my fucking anchor, you're going to die. You didn't break my anchor!
Not all Jabalians.
What the hell is this? Ruby? After all that, they give us a ruby? I mean... There's a lot of temptation here, but I'm just gonna go dog because he scales. Ah, is this the guy we just fought? Yes, run it back. It's a little rich for my blood, I'm sorry to say. I think we got a little lucky. You're offended by Uncle Fucker? Not offended by it. I'm offended by the language in it. They say the F word, which I don't respect. I just don't think there's any place for that in the modern media landscape. Oh shit, Jeff Goldblum? Diamond tier items? I gotta look, man.
Selling is a sport to me.
The Diamond Crook! It's exactly what we need, man. Wait, is it? Your medium weapons have plus 40 damage for each medium item you have. I think it is if you have Addle-Oddle. It's not what we really want right now. So if you... Jason, I think you... It sounds crazy. I think you buy it and hold it. And if you get a good Addle-Oddle, which could have literally happened right there, then you pop it. I'm definitely not buying diamond cargo shorts. That's just too much. Just a little too much. Lemonade stand would have popped? Brother, our build is... It's already pre-popped. It's coming pre-popped. But I'm not mad at you. I'm mad at the society that created you. Okay, I've succumbed to peer pressure.
I don't succeed unless my client...
Because, like, whenever you play the Bazaar, even if you have the most optimum board that you could... Like, if you had a full dually build... with all the rays and the monitor lizard and you were going for 10 wins, every shop that you go into, somebody would tell you, oh, you gotta pivot to that item. You gotta pivot to that. Dude, that bronze fucking RC car is exactly what your run needs right now. I'm not removing my haste potion. The haste potion is the straw that stirs the drink right now, man.
Bring her about! I've got another.
If anything, I'd love to have my haste potion get 1 extra ammo.
Don't let this get you down. Eyes on the...
Why does he love the bronze bird? We don't have a better small item, man. Doesn't exist. Health and regen skills.
Can't learn to regenerate if you don't have any wounds.
Use a tool, heal 20. Your large heals. When you heal, your items, item gains plus 5% crit chance. Okay, there's something. This is like very slightly anti-dually tech, but it won't save you. Sells skills unique to Pygmalion. When you sell a medium or large item, get 2 chocolate bars. Yes, I will take that.
Danger. This is what we were missing.
I don't know, man. We gotta send it. It's all right. I got 2 other dogs on the team. Penguins coach Mike Sullivan in the 2017 Stanley Cup final run when Chris Letang got injured. I know that's right.
Too far to let you stop me.
Just don't think we shield fast enough for that to really pop. 2 diamond chocolate bars. Holy cow. bro. I mean, you do sell medium items, but this is free, man.
Get solid. That's right.
Pig run without beast or dog. Challenge degree impossible. Hey, we did it last run. We also got like 4 wins or whatever, but we did do it. I'll take a chocolate bar. Every time you do a historical reference, I have no idea if it's from this century. Are you talking about 1924 to 2024? Or are you saying like this century is in the 2000s? Because, I mean, I don't respect that rhetoric. They got corrosive toxins, bro. My weapons are so corroded. Whatever, get thee to a nunnery, bro. The 2000s? I mean, the 2000s hasn't been a century. With all the world events that we've had, it's been more like a millennium. You're not one of those guys that was like, I've never heard of World War II, but I've seen that anime that takes place in a high school where all the characters are based on world powers from the Second World War. Please don't do this again. That was not Axis Otaku. Axis Otaku knew,
I would never
I'm assuming, at some point.
Shall I gift wrap it for you? Remember,
Nah, Hitalia fans are usually fascists. I'm not touching that one, but I've got eyeballs.
you're a smart one for your size.
It's not true. Void goal? Maybe can I slay you now? Maybe I can slay you now. Let's give it a try, man. My silk. And you're like a super burner. As long as each weapon goes once, we're chill. Yeah, you can't stop me. You just beat him? I got him confused with another guy. This is like anti-dually tech, right? It's gotta be max health. So it's almost like, there's a part of me that's like, if you see a dually, swap this in with the crook, and then pray for the meta dually build and ruin his life.
Don't get so defensive, Fortis. But I'm a
Rightmost shield item is plus 50 shield. When you shield, your weapons gain damage. When your enemy has more health than you, that's not likely to happen. I'll take plus 50 shield. I mean, it's not insignificant.
A shield can be its own kind of weapon.
It's only good if you scale its damage. Well, Crook scales it pretty quick. It's a dually. I just gotta know. I just gotta know if it can work. You can fit. I promise you, you can fit. Ooh! Please, whenever your opponent uses an item, deal 201 damage.
Are you sure? Have you noticed I'm huge?
Let me see a board of 10 small items. A small. Oh. Here we go, boys. Get it poppin'. Nice try, bud. Oh, pig's overpowered. Does anybody else think pig's overpowered in the meta? Take one of these, bro.
Learn a lot from losing.
That felt really nice. I'm not gonna lie to you. I mean, it actually might be better against the AI, too. Well, a sparring partner doesn't use any items. You know, let's make some space. $5 gold's a little weak, I suppose, but Volcus Enforcer freezes a bunch, but I don't think I should be scared of him, man.
Stand down.
Sell Silk? That's not gonna happen. It's 1400 shield, man. What's the point of sparring partner? You get lots of money out of it if you got a strong build.
It's so
I think it broke my sound card.
cold.
It's all about motivation. You gotta know what you're fighting for.
Yep. No, I can hear pretty well, but it sounded bad. Sharpening stone, 2 will get a healing item. I'll take, I mean, sure, give me a sharpening stone, man. Why not? Why not? Find any item in the bazaar.
Hope you packed a change of clothes, because you're gonna get dirty.
Nope. I don't know what I'm looking for, to be honest. It's not a big popsicle. Radiant cash register cannot be frozen, slowed, or destroyed. I mean, I could just stop rolling and get any medium item, but where's the fun in that, man? When you use an item, shield 10, enemy cooldowns are increased. I see it working with caltrops, but okay. Well, the time has come, man. Sorry, it must be you, so that I can sell you for chocolate bars.
Who left these things behind?
Oh, weapon. Sells econ items.
Gold
It's freeze fort.
I can
I'm being very rude here. I hope you guys are in my pool. Because the endgame pivot is such a psychotic choice that I would be thrilled to see you. Just rocking in with like a completely unupgraded item. Yeah, I feel like Vanessa tends to be a little burstier. But I think we go back to the OG setup, man. We go back to that.
I should warn you.
He attacks fast.
Go ahead.
It depends on what build they're rocking.
Makes this more fun.
It's a fast attacking build. Something tells me I don't have too much to be worried about, though. It's not that fast. It's not that fast. How'd you get? They must have a. Oh no, it's the temporary shelter that got him back into it. It actually. We just need to get him over, just over the edge, man. 2 things attacking at the same time.
Defeat
That's
does
helpful.
Not defeat me.
Potential. You have to want it to
We got the 10. It's over? We won already?
bang.
Okay, let's burn our rank ticket. But first I'm going to restart the game and go to the bathroom. Well, that Bazaar 2.